we'll try to be quick on the repetitive part of it. Okay. So good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for taking out time for our session out of your busy schedules. Cafe Quantum, as the introduction which was sent to you, is a tech discussion on how to be well prepared for vertical centric approaches. So with this particular edition, we are bringing in hospitality. While we get on to the hospitality centric approach, what we would actually be doing in this time around is that we will start off with a quick introduction of Quantum and what all do we do, so that you get an understanding of what the company is all about. Quantum is a company which was formed in 2017. We took our own sweet time, headquartered out of Singapore. We took our time to develop a product which could actually address a addressable need which is there in the market. So 2019 is when we started our sales operation. The epicenter of the sales operation is in India, and I drive the sales. My name is Abhijit Poddar, and I drive the sales, and I'm part of the product development as well at Quantum. We've got our primary R&D of hardware at Singapore, where that's also our headquarters, and we have got our software R&D present in India now. I'm very glad to say all our software R&D development is actually now happening here itself. See, the whole thing which we wanted to put across is that we wanted to put our differentiation amongst every other OEM by the pure vision which we carry. So we did not want it to be the one of the 1,000 OEMs who come to you every day. We wanted to make a system wherein we are able to give you, and we envision something which no other OEM seeks to achieve. So what we started off with was something known as a customer-led approach. Now, every OEM has got their own incubation cell in the R&D, wherein they think of a certain functionality which could be uniquest to them in comparison to every other OEM. And then there is a marketing plan which is built around that particular technology, and they are brought to you saying that this is what you needed. Quantum does exactly 180-degree flip of that. We are field guys. We did our research from the field. So our R&D does not have engineers who have been just neck deep into just the engineering part of it. These guys come from the field experiences. They have seen what problems which a customer faces, what are the challenges which a customer faces on field. And that is what led to what we call as a customer-led approach. So what happens is our R&D actually follows the customer. So we make sure that the customer's problems are addressed much better with the R&D at which we are investing into. So what it does is it creates productivity-led features. So what happens is that the functionalities which we create or the feature set which we bring to the table are not made in a way that they are complicated. They are easy, and they are customized to a usage scenario of some or the other vertical or some or the other kind of a management functionality which a customer wanted all the time. What this does to you as a seller, as an integrator, as a partner is you are able to create solutions. You are able to lead the market with certain solutions which are not available that easily or that upfrontly by single OEMs. Instead of going knocking on multiple OEMs, we can help you develop solutions which will be giving you a lead over the entire market. Coming back to again, customer needs. That's the whole thing. But that's what drives everything at Quantum. What does the customer need? So what we say is, in our research, there were four priority things which came in. First was a reliable wireless. The box should just work. That's the basic fundamental. The Wi-Fi should work no matter what, right? A lot of customers had a major challenge in the scalability which is offered by the OEM. So basically in today's date, we sell a controller which scales up to a certain access point. Then there is another box for scalability above that. And then there are certain other boxes for scalability beyond that. Now, scalability is not something which a customer can predict today. And every humble customer starts off with 1, 5 or 10 access points to begin with. Nobody says, no, I'll buy 500 access points in one go. It doesn't happen. So even when 2 years down the line, when they actually get into a 500 AP kind of a requirement, they are completely boiled to think that they have to now replace the complete manageability platform. And that's where the challenge is. This is something which every customer wanted, that they wanted an uncapped scalability. Trustworthy support. Trust me, guys, this is one thing which every customer has been literally crying and weeping about. Apart from a single OEM, limited lifetime warranty has made the support deliverables worse for every OEM. Every OEM which went from a limited support to a limited lifetime warranty support has now screwed it up in a big way. This is where a customer says, yeah, boss, I need a simple support policy which can give me a warranty which I'm able to get, and I get an RMA commitment from my client, so from my vendor. That is what they look for, and that is a very straightforward ask. That's not a complicated ask for whatsoever. So this is something which customers really yearn for, that they want a trustworthy support to be done. The biggest point was this: the total cost of ownership. How do you reduce that? The customer wants that you need to. It goes without saying that the customer wants the best of the things, best of the world at the least of the price. We can't blame him, right? We are also consumers. I would like to get the best iPhone in $100, but I know I cannot get it. I'll have to shell out a bomb of a money. However, total cost of ownership gets splitted into various factors. The ones which I used to consider earlier was just CapEx and the OpEx. CapEx is the money which you invest in acquiring a technology, and OpEx is the money which you spend in the annual maintenance contracts, or probably any other support contracts which you have with the OEM. The biggest thing which we did not foresee, which came as a very strong feedback, was the man hours. Man hours to deploy, man hours to maintain, monitor, or probably even in case of a screw up, how do you diagnose it quickly? That is something which we look for, and that is what the customer said, that man hours is the biggest thing over and above. And it takes the precedence and priority one, that if I can get a network which can deliver me a network which takes maybe half the time of manageability or deployment, that's something which I would like to invest. Enters Advantage Quantum. Advantage Quantum focuses on 5 key aspects of every network. Deployment, when you install. Monitor, when you install and see what's going on. Day-to-day management. Diagnostics, when in case of a problem. And security, the biggest thing. How do you make sure that people do not enter your network just like that? The 5 key aspects which we envision and we wanted to make better with Advantage Quantum was to bring in just these words. We wanted to make deployment easy. We wanted to bring in the intuitiveness to the monitoring. Why should you have to go through a painstaking effort of a graphical interface on your laptop every time? When you want to look at, I want to see how many clients are utilizing 5 gigahertz. Basic stuff. Shouldn't I be able to do it in seconds? Why should I have to log in into my laptop and do that? Management has to be much more simple. So we wanted to make sure that the management becomes very simple. Diagnostics, I'll be showing that in the later part of my slides, where and how we do that. And security, we wanted to create a security which is unrivaled. When I say unrivaled, we have created a technology in Quantum that is going to change the way you think Wi-Fi security was possible. How do we deliver that? Just a second. Okay, sorry, there's somebody on. All right, so how do we deliver Quantum? How do you ensure that whatever we said, easy deployment, how do we do that? So we say that we start off with the one basic idea, and this is an idea which I want to incept in your brain right now, that starting this slide until the end of my webinar, you will realize one thing. Quantum is not a box pusher company. We are not just a box manufacturing organization which is focusing just on sales of the product. We are into solutions. We make sure that the deployment which you do in a network is just not fulfilling of replacement of a wired cable to a Wi-Fi media. We want to go a step ahead and give you and deliver solutions which are going to make an enhancement in the user experience of both the user who's using the Wi-Fi, and B, the user who's managing the Wi-Fi on both the sides. So we are into reliable solution, and which we'll be taking a lot of points on. People who are raising hands can probably put in their queries in the Q&As or put it in the chat. If there is an addressable quickly thing, then the panelists will address it. Otherwise, I would like to address all of them together in the Q&A. This is where we start to differentiate. App first approach is something which we have completely started off with, wherein we don't say that the network gets managed through an app. No, the actual brain of the network is still cloud. We have a cloud managed controller which takes care of the entire thing. But why should you have to open your laptop every time you want to get into your cloud access, right? Comes in the app first approach. The app first approach basically gives you the most intuitive, industry's most intuitive, let me reclaim that again, industry's most intuitive interface of your manageability of a network. I would love to do that if you guys would be interested, because I do not want people to get kind of bored, because this every time we have actually done this demo, and I don't want to repeat it for people. There are a lot of people who are wanting to see this. They can just give a reply on this poll, so that I can take the demonstration of this particular app in detail for you in 5 more minutes at the end of the session. Completely scalability. Now, the beautiful part about this is the moment you bring in cloud manageability, we have brought in the scalability, which is completely unbarred. So now your network starts off with 1 access point, and the same account goes up till 10,000 access points. So you're not to worry about anything at all in terms of scalability. Your customer can start off just with just one access point, and can straight away take it up to 10,000 access point within the same account. All right. Stretch warranties and hassle-free RMAs. That is one biggest pain point which we wanted to address and make it simple. Let us, why don't we make the deliverables much more simpler? So stretch warranties is because we come with hard warranties. So hard warranties basically mean that every indoor product comes with a 3-year warranty, outdoor product comes with 1-year warranty included in the price of the product. However, if your project demands you the support of more than 3 years, maybe 5 years, we are giving a support in one of the government organizations for 9 years. All that can be extended with our stretch warranty packs, and you can do that. RMA is pretty simple. In India, we have ensured a return to batch next business day ship is something which is guaranteed by us, and we have managed to keep that promise. However, we have not gotten the opportunity, luckily, because our hardware is pretty upfront. Quantum secure. Okay, I just saw the poll. We have got a very heavy quantity of people wanting the ACE demo. We'll do that shortly as we go. Secure will come back because I've got a complete slide on it. So key point to remember, to reiterate, 10,000 access point scalability per account. Every access point now can be configured as a WAN router. So what happens is, now you can configure your access point to also sit at the gateway and dial out a triple PoE. So you can remove that Airtel router of yours, and you can actually put in a quantum access point, which does piggybacks as a Wi-Fi access point as well as a WAN router. A USB ready port for applications which currently can be used for connecting BLE beacons and all. Come 15th May, we are launching our next firmware, which will allow you to connect USB dongles, USB internet dongles, to connect direct internet directly onto the access point. You don't need any LAN, you don't need anything. Just plug in a USB data card and you're done you're rolling there. This will be available to all the new customers and also the existing customers who have bought Quantum Access Point in last 1 year at any point of time. Software-based theft avoidance is something which has been appreciated a lot by a lot of customers, because this enables you to ensure, we can enable you to make sure that you do not put an hardware into your network which can be misused by somebody else if somebody steals it. We can ensure that even if somebody, we cannot, so let's take one thing out of the, nobody can protect a steal if it's going to happen. If somebody is going to rob you for an access point, nobody, no OEM can do anything. But what at Quantum, what we can assure you is they will not be able to at least use it. So They will not be able to factory default it. They'll not be able to convert it into a standalone access point. They'll not be able to reconfigure it for their own use or anywhere else. On the contrary, if they turn it on somewhere else, we will be able to come to know. But I don't know how much of that public IP information is going to be helpful. But yes, you can come to know about that. The most beautiful part, looking at this particular lockdown situation, I'm imagining that a lot of people amongst us must have stocked up units for projects which were to be delivered on 31st of March, right? Your warranty packs and everything in place, and the sudden lockdown on the 22nd of March put everything to stop. Now, we have ensured that we created a warranty system which is independent of your billing date, independent of your support packs. You turn on the access point, your warranty starts. Simple. The day you activate an access point into a network is when your warranty starts. So today, even if you would have had a 1000 AP inventory on 21st of March, and you get your space to deploy it in June, 3 months, your warranty does not move an inch. That's pretty much appreciated by every clientele which we have delivered till now. Quantum positioning. Now we are talking a lot of stuff. We are talking solutions. We are talking products. We are talking about some SMB features. We are talking about everything. So where does this guy fit in? That's the question probably everybody must be having. So let's put every OEM into this particular graph. You'll all agree that this graph can contain every OEM. Performance as well as price. Two things which are relevant to every client. First comes in the enterprise player, the big guns of the world. Not naming anybody, good performance, price, not so much. So not every customer is comfortable burning a hole in their pockets. What they do is they ask you to get something cost effective. Now, when you move out to get something on a cost effective level, what happens there? You compromise on the performance in a big way. That's exactly what Quantum wants to bring in. We have created our products and solutions around a price point which can make sure that you are able to touch the enterprise market. At the same time, you're also able to give, with just a little bit of extra premium, you can give a non-enterprise customer an enterprise Wi-Fi. That's what the Quantum positioning is right in the middle, making sure you have the largest market cap to address. So we cannot be quantified under SMB players. We cannot be quantified fully under enterprise players. But if you give us an opportunity of any vertical, you would be surprised to know that we'll have a very interesting solution for you. So that's something which is a guarantee from Quantum. Products. 4 products, no nonsense, all indoor. 3 of them are indoor, 1 is outdoor. We are making all these products which are purpose built. These products are created with a simple and a straight mindset of only one thing, the kind of thing which is made it for. So take first API as an example. QNI 200 is our entry level product which takes care of 25 to 35 clients. You want to put it in a small office, just plug it in, that's it. QNI 220 is our flagship product right now, which is going to expand from 35 users to almost 70 users. And these are not theoretical numbers, gentlemen. All these products are tested on these user loads. So we have got an average load which we have seen 8 hours, 12 hours a day at 60 users on 220 without breaking a sweat. QNO 230 is our flagship outdoor product. Now, this particular product, I assure you, is created a market for its own, because this is the only product under something under a certain price point which is going to ensure that you are now able to give an outdoor access point which is A, IP67 rated, B, it's got a fiber port. So now you are no more dependent on the 90-meter copper limitation, and now you can expand into whatever ranges of lengths of cable which you want. So what you do is now you can have a transceiver based interface to your network or through via optic. And the best thing, we don't even force you to buy it out of us. You got something piled up in your stock, use that. You want to take something, maybe $100 Cisco transceiver, you can use that. Or you want to take something of the local market, you can use that. We are integratable to any transceiver. Basically, we are just accepting optical signals, and we are not forcing you to take optics out of us. QNS 220 is our hospitality access point. We are going to talk about it once we get into the hospitality part of it on the solution front. Technologies is where we are really, really passionate, and this is where we have done the maximum work. Our hardware have been designed, synced up a long time back because the technology has not grown that much. However, our software has done a lot of leaps and bounds. QNOS is our operating system which works on our network or which works on our access point. So QNOS, take QNOS as a driver. Okay, a firmware is like a driver for an access point. So you put a guy who drives a Hyundai into a Lamborghini, that guy cannot justify the speed and the power which lies in a Lamborghini. You put a racing car driver into a Lamborghini, that's when we are talking. So QNOS is our race car driver, which makes our hardware tick to the maximum and gives it 100% efficiency. We have managed, just with our software upgrades with QNOS, we have managed to go 150% coverage increase and performance increase just on the software updates, no hardware updates. Rudder is our cloud controller platform, which we have gotten, which takes care of the entire network, prima facie. And Rudder and QNOS work in tandem to make sure the network works efficiently and tight. ACE is something which I will be explaining a little more detail into a later part of my presentation, so that we can have the people who are really interested in the ACE part of it get to know a lot of details, because there are going to be huge number of Q&As there, and trust me, ACE is the icebreaker in the industry. This is not a typical app which is made by every Tom, Dick and Harry in the industry. We have made this app. It is by the customers and by the feedback of the clients and partners like you. We have ensured that the functionality is very, very tight. So we'll do it at the end of the session, okay? Security, which the thing which I was talking about, unrivaled Wi-Fi security. So traditionally, we have been having only basic methods. Pre-shared keys, good, but not secure. Easily compromisable. You give me your passkey once and I have it for life. Username, password kind of increases the security a little, but the problem is the admin is never able to control the number of user devices and the kind of devices which the user brings in. MAC binding, it is a favorite of a lot of admin. They say I control the devices. However, I control the devices also becomes I carry the headache of managing the MAC addresses of every client which is allowed, right? And 802.1x authentication. That is the best, the gold standard of security. Nothing to take away apart from only two things. The price of executing, implementing 802.1x authentication on your network, A, and B, and the expertise. Basically, I've seen very few people managing to deploy it and maintain it, because at the end of the day, customer has to maintain their .1x. You as an SI can go in and deploy it, but maintaining itself is also a big change. Answer to this, Quantum Secure. What Quantum Secure does is, it does a two-factor authentication of making sure it authenticates the user first. It says, okay, fine, Abhijit Poddar is trying to log in into Quantum Networks Wi-Fi. Okay, this seems like Abhijit. Let me just recheck it. Then the device MAC address is picked up and the operating system. It says, oh, Abhijit is trying to use, he's an authenticated user, there's no problem, but he's not allowed on this device. So what happens is, now we have suddenly put in a second factor of authentication on top of it. So now a user is authenticated and the device is authorized. When these things come together, then only a user is allowed to enter into the network. So now it does a check in the IoT approved device list, and then only you are given a key to the network. So what is the advantage here, you say? The advantage here is that you now have a system which ensures only an authenticated user entering their credential on an authorized device to him. So basically, I'll give you an example. If one of my Quantum colleagues tries to enter his password on my machine, it doesn't work. If I try to use my password on a device which he's authorized on, it doesn't work. So we make sure that all the windows are closed. On top of that, we also, in a secure plus version, we also ensure Mac spoofing is not possible. So if I spoof a Mac of my iPhone on an Android device, it does recheck, validates the operating system as well. And it ensures that your security is taken to the best level. The best part of this comes as a standard part of Rudder and there's no extra charge to it. Lastly, this is the most interesting part. When I said that we give solutions, this is what I was talking about. So Quantum Collab is our platform which we have created, wherein we have created a platform wherein multiple OEMs come in together to create practical world, real world solutions. Like the tagline says, your industries, your need, we deliver. Just let us know, what do you need as a user experience? What does the client demand as a user experience? We can generate that for you depending on the kind of request which comes in. So what it does is it opens up all kinds of verticals. So you've got cafes, you've got healthcare, you've got, so we have done retail and healthcare and restaurants webinars. If you are interested in that, you can reach out to us. We can send you the links of those webinars as well. Hospitality, co-working spaces and enterprises. We have done a webinar on that as well. And education, which is coming up next week. So all these are something which now we can create customized, tailor-made solutions for each and every vertical. Forget about the vertical. Even in one vertical, a McDonald's might have a different thought process than Starbucks. We can create that differentiation for you as a Wi-Fi OEM. So your ownership lies only with one OEM with Quantum, and we deliver the complete solution. Let's take it specifics now. The thing which we are here for. Okay, we got some people. Okay. All right. There are people who are saying that there is a challenge on my voice. If there is, please, panelists, just let me know if there is a major challenge in my voice. Okay. Any specific questions and answers? There is a Q&A section. Please put in your queries. We'll take all of them together at the end of the session. Now let's get into the specifics. What do we do about hospitality? Now, one thing which we need to understand is, what does a hospitality need? They need an access point which gives them an optimum coverage. They need a Wi-Fi which works. The back office staff needs to be securely connected. They don't need to have to use something else to manage the security of the back office. Easy management platform. At the end of the day, they've got 900 other things, a million other things to worry about, right from air conditioning to people walking into a dirty floor in the lobby. Let's not make Wi-Fi management a pain in the ass for them. Business-centric Wi-Fi solutions. Simple. Their business is hospitality of their guests. Wi-Fi has to do that. And user analytics. Are we facing some problems? Are users happy? How can we do that? All these things are some things which a lot of people look for. So let's talk about what is the current scenario. How does authentication in a typical hotel happens? Majority people are using PMSs on cloud or on-prem PMSs with a gateway-based architecture of a AAA version, right? So how does this work? So you come in with a device, you connect to an access point. The access point straight away goes back to the switching portfolio and it goes back to the gateway appliance, where that does a PMS interface and gives me the captive portal and everything. I put in my last name, I put in my room number, it goes back to the gateway, it goes back to the PMS. So this is a scenario where we have considered a PMS which does a authentication. and it allows me on the network. Now, do you realize we have got one single point of failure in this complete network, because this alone is taking care of your PMS interface, the radius messaging, what all is allowed and what all is not allowed, and the captive portal direction and redirection. So the entire thing goes down to one box, the gateway appliance, the AAA server, so to call. With Fulfillment Quantum, we bring in specific answers and challenging times to a ease. With our Wave 2 access point, your Wi-Fi coverage is bang on. Your uh, density is well managed for. You want to put it in a banquet, we've got you covered. You want to put it in a lobby, we got you covered. You want to put an in-room access point, QNS 220 delivers it. Any room from 220 to 300 square feet to 70 square feet is something which we have tested for, but it's way above the normal signals even for that. So even till 300 square feet, you've got it covered with one in-room access point. Quantum Secure ensures that you have an airtight security with your back office network. So all your users are well secured and connected. So nobody can just bring in their device just like that. Radar and ACE comes together to make your day-to-day IT operations simpler. Your cyber butler's job gets cut down by 50% because he does not have to sit on a laptop looking at the interface of the Wi-Fi controller. Everything is available at the back of his pocket on his phone. The customized Wi-Fi management. Now this is where we go back again to the same authentication solution, but this time around with a small tweak, the quantum solution. Now the user comes in, the access point itself becomes the PMS interface. You put in your credentials, it goes to the switching infrastructure, goes back to the PMS, does the authentication of the user and allows the user the internet access. Now what did we just do? Now there is no single point of failure here. There's absolutely nothing. An access point itself is going to take care of all your PMS interface, radius messaging, and even the captive portal. What does it do? It creates a completely distributed architecture which has been lacking, and you are no more under a ransom with OEMs of the gateway to make sure that your network is running. Tomorrow, when we give you, obviously our service management platform is also a cost, but what we are doing is we are not forcing you to buy it every year. You can simply say, okay, fine, I do not want to pay up right now. Look at the condition right now. If you are not given an opportunity to use your internet, why do you have to renew it? In case of, I'm very sorry to name the names, but we've got nomadics and so many of those guys who are charging year on year. No, that cost is no more required. The best part about our solution is scalability. Tomorrow you have a wedding in the in this hotel, and a normal occupancy maybe requires 500 devices, but in that marriage you need 1500. You bump up your requirement just during that time. So that is something which is only exclusively possible without any change in the hardware. So the quantum solution talks about reduced cost of ownership. How do we do that? There is no recurring gateway license cost that you have to pay year on year again and again. No on-prem controller. So now our cloud controller takes care of everything, and our cloud controller is perpetually with you. So you have zero cost on your Wi-Fi controller cost. No gateway, no controller. Dependencies are gone. Hardware dependencies are gone. Now, the moment hardware dependencies are gone, your network is much more resilient. Now you are able to do much better things, and a distributed architecture is always better than a centralized architecture. So we give you a freedom to interact with any PMS or any Wi-Fi authentication services. Whether you want to use ours or somebody else, we can do that. Our access points actually talk FIAS. So FIAS interface enabled any PMS is integratable with Quantum. And the best part, people who are into this PMS integration gateway products are now capable of expanding into co-living spaces as well, because your costs are brought down drastically. I was about to say miserable, but yeah, drastically their costs have gone down. So now you can take this to the next level. So Fulfillment Quantum basically goes to the spikes up to the next level with your PMS integration. With your advertisement solutions, now you can do internal and external advertisement within the solution what we are offering under Quantum Collab. Monetization, obviously, that's something you do not, once you deploy a Quantum Collab, you'll be able to monetize your Wi-Fi services. So that's something which makes sure that you are there in this game as a partner of a Wi-Fi OEM. You are now able to cross the barrier and get into the shoes of the IT manager and say, you have a problem with PMS. Are you stuck with a AAA box which is burning a hole or burning your trouser? No problem. We got you covered. So we are now able to give you a functionality of that kind, that the money which a customer spends on a AAA is brought down drastically. Drastically, when I say drastically, it's in a very big way. So why do you consider Quantum? Best price to performance guaranteed. You get a complete solution when you buy products of ours. Scalability is something which I've now explained very, very much in detail. And this is something which is going to be there till 10,000 access point. Perpetual cloud controller. So you are not spending any money at all on controller. You just keep on buying access point and that's it. I'm running a poll as we are winding up this particular presentation, so that if people, you are interested, we are doing a 3 o'clock session every day, so we can send you invites for that. Okay. Lastly, and the most important thing, easy and simple manageability 24/7. When you have your network in your pocket 24/7 on a device which is closer to you than your spouse, you've got your life much more sorted and your manageability is much more easy and simple. So we would love to get you into the quantum mold of things. And just to end it on a note of, have we done something about it? The answer is yes. We have got customers in retail, we have got customers in restaurant, we have got customers, we got hotels which are now live with our network, which we're also doing a integration with PMS there. So we are doing this. It's not just to this hospitality, retail and restaurant. We are also present in other verticals, healthcare. We've got huge number of hospitals with us. We've got telecom people like China Telecom. We've got Indian Railways with us. We've got NDMC. These are all Indian references right now, by the way. So NDMC, which is the richest civic body of Asia, is with us. We deployed 50 hotspots for them. So they've got customers from all across believing us and simply saying that we have now made sure that you get a solution of every type. So Zolo Stays is one of the biggest co-living spaces in India. They've just started to shift to Quantum out of a non-enterprise OEM which they were working with. IndiCube was a Aruban account. They have now shifted over. We've got our first purchase order. They are now considering shifting the complete network on Quantum. So you get a lot of new stuff with Quantum. Just share your inquiries, share your customers, share the nature of the requirement. We will help you build a solution rather than going saying, oh, I've got a 2x2 access point where I want, okay, fine, I'll give you a 4x4 or something. And by the way, we're coming out with our 4x4 range of products the moment we are out of this lockdown. Second, we are also launching our SD-WAN routers. So your pie size or the business size with Quantum is constantly going to be ever increasing. And it is going to ensure that with Collab, with all these different products, your bottom lines and your the revenues with Quantum are highest in comparison to any other Wi-Fi OEM in the industry? A. B. It's recurring. Collab brings you recurring business year on year. So you end up making much more money than what you anticipate with Quantum. With this, I'd like to conclude the presentation of Cafe Quantum. With this lockdown period, it is important that everybody stays safe, stay in, do not move out, and let's try to keep everybody safe. Next, we are doing the session on education on 23rd of April, and we would be sending an invite to everybody who's attending us right now and probably the newer partners. I'm open for question and answers. Once we are done with question and answers, we will go into the we will be going into the Quantum Ace demo. So the app is ready. We'll quickly go through it and we'll give you the experience. So I'm starting off with a Q&A. I've got Yogesh Bujare saying, how many users connect at AP 1 point? So like I said during my explanation, we have got access point which support 20 users a device to almost 70 users per access point. So depending on what is your application, indoor, outdoor. Indoor also and outdoor also is maxed at 70 right now. Okay. So I hope I've answered your query. If not, you can let me know. I can take it up again. So Main Raja, does any access point have a PoE out? No, we do not have a PoE out option right now. Probably that is not something which is on the focus right now, but on the next range of product, probably we can consider that, but that's not something. Okay, another question from Sumendra, can we connect AP to AP? The answer is no. We do not do point-to-point right now. It is just currently into an access point mode. Mesh is something which is a software upgradable feature which is going to come in our next quarter release. Sandesh, we got is there any solution for outdoor area? Outdoor area, can you just expand on a little, because if you're looking at a hotspot kind of a deployment, yes, we can give you a complete public hotspot deployment as well. So Sandesh, if that answered, I would be more than happy. Oh, am I not audible, guys?
No, they're audible. There is no any issue.
All right, fine. Oh, I'm extremely sorry if the sound broke, but we would, I'll just repeat that. If you got, just raise that question again. I'll love to take that up. Yogesh, I'll repeat my answer again. You can just repeat. Okay, Jaimin asked, can we manage more APs located at different location with single rudder account? Like, yes, you can. I will be showing that in my app demonstration right now once we are done with it. So I will keep this answer open. I'll not remove it, but we'll do that. Mamraj, it cannot work as a repeater or a Wi-Fi extender right now, or not as a repeater. We will enable the functionality of mesh once we do that. Can you elaborate? Yes, I will elaborate in my app demo just now after this basic Q&A is done. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's move over to the demonstration of the app, so that if there are few more questions on it, you can actually clear that up. Okay, so here it goes. So this is what the app looks like. Fundamentally, the app is designed to make you have a network which is available with you for all the times. Now, let's get into, and please feel free to put in your queries as you feel, because I would love to take all your queries on the app particularly. So now, I hope the entire phone screen is visible to all of you guys. So now you see the sites here. Sites are geographically separated sites. It can be buildings in the same campus, or it can be different buildings amongst the complete different cities. So I'll just quickly show you in more info. You get, so this is a campus wise detail wherein Fountain is a school in Surat, includes spaces in Mumbai, Indian Express is in Mumbai, LPO is in Punjab. So you got all the clients which are here, which are getting managed out of this particular single account, right? So now this screen is very interesting. If you pay attention, you'll see that in Indian Express, there are 2 access points which are connected, which are live. There are 0 access points right next to the red icon. That means there are no access points which are off, and 2 number written in next to the heads are the concurrent clients which are connected. So now you are able to see on an overall front which sites, which access points are down, just on a glimpse. So imagine a customer who's got 10 hotels or 15 hotels or 20 hotels or even offices or anything, multiple sites, they are all, Jamin, this is what you wanted to know. So all this is now visible right here. Now, when we go back to cloud dashboard again, it gives us information about the devices. So in all the sites, there are 10 access points connected. 5 of them are online, 5 of them are offline. So you can now look into it and say, I want to just see offline devices. So I can now see and identify where are these access points. And I can just call up the local IT guy there and say, okay, please fix this, right? Clients give you the information of what is the band utilization on your network. It's a very important thing. Most of the people are talking about, we want by 5 gigahertz technology, we want 11 AC wave 2, we will not do without that, or we want AX as well. The challenge there is, if your clients are not on 5 gigahertz, there is no access point in the world which is going to help you. You might use a very basic 11N access point as well. Right now, what we are seeing is there is an equal utilization of both 2.4 and 5 gigahertz. So that's what is covered here. Notification gives me alert or warning. Warning is when an access point is pushed to a certain level, where the utilization crosses a certain percentage, it becomes a warning. When the user load or an application or a broadcast is going too high, then it becomes an alert or an access point going down. All right. So you have alert for that. So now the moment an access point goes down, your phone beep goes inside your pocket saying, you know, there's something wrong there. So you set in a different notification tone for our app. You know, when there is an alert, there is a bomb exploding in your pocket, you should know that it's an access point related problem. We go into the sites. Let's go into a specific site where we have got users. Let's go to Indian Express, let's say, right? So now I can look at on the dashboard, I can look at what all things are available. I've got configuration, I've got guest configuration, and all the basic configuration is right here. But why do you want to go inside? When you have everything outside? We go and open WLAN. WLAN tells you the SSIDs which are broadcasting there. You want to create a new SSID, you click here. You can now set up the complete SSID by entering the name. This is a live site, guys, so I'm not going to make any changes. I'm just showing you all the configuration. Now I can control whether this particular SSID just broadcasts on 5 gigahertz or just 2.4. If I click one of these, it says that it will only broadcast on that. So you no need to create AP groups. You don't need to do anything at all. SSID, I want to be broadcasted just on 5 gigahertz and that's it. Now, one more very beautiful thing which you are seeing right here is what is known as the internet free. Now, this is a functionality which is used by enterprise to blocking internet or not allowing sharing information via internet to developers, or in education while doing tests. You can just allow a local test server to be accessed on the BYOD, but not internet. You can now do that. On top of that, you can use this in test centers like Pearson and all, where they've got local servers connected to the internet on the live format, but the LAN connectivity between devices and the server is there without any internet access. All you have to do is click yes, and this SSID will not have any internet. It will only allow LAN access only. Rate limiting allows you to, we have done it in a little different way than everybody else. Now, you've got a setup wherein where a hotel has got 10 Mbps of line, right? Now you want to keep only 2 Mbps for the back office, right? And rest everything should go to the guest network, right? Now what I can do is I can just say, let's say this is a back office network. I set up 2 Mbps as uplink and 2 Mbps as downlink. If there are 2 people or 200 people, everybody will be sharing 2 Mbps. So we have ensured complicated firewall configurations by just clicks here. In seconds, you are able to configure all this much more faster. So all I have to do is click on submit, and this SSID starts to broadcast in a site in Mumbai in under 20 seconds. Depending on obviously the connectivity. If the connectivity is bad, it might take a little more time. Now device, I said easy deployment. Nobody asked me how do you make it easier? What gives you the right to say you've got an easy deployment? So if I want to add an access point here, all I do is click on the plus here. I take a box, okay? So there is this barcode, right? All I do is click on pre-provision. Now pre-provision is the configuration window where you have a DHCP server on site available. Onboarding is the method when you do not have an on-site DHCP server. So all I do is click on this pre-provisioning, okay? So all I do is bring in this. Now, did you see what it just do quickly? It straight away picked up the serial number and MAC address, and the total device is saying 1. You can scan as many as devices as you want. So you scan 50 of them, your engineer sitting in the office scans 50 of them and just sends it to the site. Your installer, the cabling guy, simply connects the cable. The AP picks up the IP from the DHCP pool, comes on cloud, says, okay, what site I'm part of. So let's say in this case, it is Indian Express. It goes into Indian Express, picks up the configuration, checks whether the firmware and everything is okay, goes live in 3 minutes. Now, till then, while the first AP was getting configured in the first 3 minutes, your installer has installed 5 more access points. So one thing which we do is we bring down your deployment time by almost 50%, if not more. Second thing which we do is we bring down the deployment cost also by 50%, because now your engineer can be sitting inside his office and deploying multiple sites with Quantum at the comfort of his office or home as of today's case. So the engineer can be sitting at home, the installers are on the site, just installing access point, and everything is happening. So we are doing social distancing as well. So we are now covering everything in terms of the complete aspect of the deployment. Now the second thing, we were talking about reporting stolen. Let's say this access point got removed. All I have to do is click on the settings on the right top and report stolen. The moment I click on report stolen, it will go into a lockdown mode. In a lockdown mode, it cannot be resetted. Even if it is resetted, it cannot be flashed with a new firmware. Even if it gets flashed with a firmware, it will not get activated. So this access point, for all practical reason, is silicon and plastic, which can be only sold for that particular value only, not as an access point. Secondly, when you have a scenario wherein a customer calls you up and says, oh, your Wi-Fi is not working, 99.99% times an engineer goes on the site, pulls out the cable, plugs it again, and reboots the access point. Veena, can you just raise your query in the Q&A so that I can address it that time itself in one go? So for rebooting an access point, your engineer is now going from his office to the client location, which can be 2 kilometers away or 200 kilometers away, just to reboot an access point, or asking people, oh, can I get a remote or something? No. What you do is, I want to reboot an access point. I do a swipe, the power button in the middle reboots an access point wherever. So if I want to reboot this access point on the client location in Mumbai, I can do that right now sitting here in Delhi, right? So we do that. Clients give you the information of the consumption of data. What kind of a consumption which is happening, since when is the client connected, and all that information. Now, even when you have that information with firewalls and all that stuff, you are not able to control much. The best thing which you are able to do is just block a client or disconnect a client from the Wi-Fi. Not with Quantum, not just that. Now we have enabled something called block internet. So now when I see somebody overusing internet, I do not have to disconnect it. I do not have to block him. I can just block his internet and say, okay, fine, you continue to do your office work on the LAN, but don't expect to get any internet. So this is something which is going to be very, very intuitively accepted by going to be, no, every customer who's used or has bought it uses this functionality very effectively. I use it in a very different way. At my home, I've got a configuration of kids policy. Now, when I click on block internet, I get an option of until release, or I can create a policy. Like I've done it at my home, I call it the kids policy. So now I want that every day from 1 o'clock to, let's say, 5 o'clock in the evening, from 1 o'clock to 5 o'clock in the evening, I want this configuration. So all I do is enable this configuration on the clients of my daughter, and she is unable to use internet between 1 and 5. Usability of this is very different across every vertical and every customer. Every customer has found different way of using it for blocking users, for enabling more productivity as a CEO or whatever. There have been very different aspects which clients have used it for. So I can just apply it. I'm not saving anything, guys, just to not cause any problem for us. Last thing is the guest aspect. Now, guest is something which I can now manage in a Ziffy. So now if I want to create a splash portal with, let's say, my own photograph. So I've got my photograph right there. Let's say I want to add some banners. So I say I add this, and let's say I'll add so now I've got this banners, I've got my photographs all set up in less than 10 seconds while explaining it to you. If I'm not explaining it to you, I'll quickly go through my photo library and I can do it quickly. So it takes a setting up of a captive portal into seconds rather than minutes. I can configure whatever. I can write happy birthday if I want to put it as this thing. I don't like this color scheme. I click on this on the top. I can choose templates. So we have set some templates for you guys. So you can use, if you want to preview it, you want to have a look at it, how does it look? You got this right here. Now, all I have to do is just click on save and go ahead. Another beautiful part is creating guest passes. Now, I do not have a guest pass here, guest WLAN create, but I can now simply create single guest pass for multiple users or multiple guest pass for multiple users. And I also have an option to create, if I can just show you, this is something which is appreciated by almost everybody in our circle. Yeah, we got it. So we have got single and multiple. Now a single guest pass basically says that you want to create one passcode. Whether you want to do it for one user or multiple users is a call which you can take. With single, you can now simply say MCX guest is the guest WLAN. Guest name could be, let's say, Quantum. Access code is Quantum. I can also have a randomized passcode created. If I click on random, it creates a randomized. Otherwise, it will create the passcode as what you write. Number of devices allowed, I say 2. Now I can create a profile. I can say that I want to allow these guys only 2 minutes of internet with a quota of 1 GB and a bandwidth restriction as well of, let's say, 500. I know it's an unrealistic kind of a quota, but anyways, just to give you an idea. So all this is now there. I click on generate. You have your guest pass right here. So this basically enables you to create a complete network just out of your app. You have not even opened your laptop till now. Health on the right bottom ensures one more upscalability towards your customer complaints. When a customer calls you and says, boss, the Wi-Fi is not working. So what you do is the guy simply opens up this page and checks whether either the internet is there or not. If the internet is there, the second guy will complain, oh, your Wi-Fi is too slow. Now you do an internet health test. So now you can run a speed test sitting anywhere across the world and identify what exactly is the upload and the download speed. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes of the complete testing period because it does a live upload and download of a file. It does not give you Ookla results. It gives you a live upload and a download. So like, let's say at my home, I've got a 100 Mbps broadband. I get a download speed of 20 to 24 Mbps, actual download speed. So it shows me exactly that. But I'll skip that right now. But this basically allows you to now have a much more better control on the overall aspect. And it gives you a quick deployment, easy deployment, day-to-day monitoring. You saw the screen of the app. It is very, 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 very intuitive. Learning curve for an app is 15 minutes. Our interface on the rudder is 1 hour max. 1 hour, you should be able to understand each and every functionality. An engineer should not take more than an hour to understanding our interface, because what we have also ensured is to, while delivering a good solution, we have made sure that it's easy as well. It's not complicated as hell, right? So on that note, my demonstration for the app finishes. I can a detailed training on technical, because we've got a pretty good feedback on the training aspect as well. So we would love to get a feedback from you on the overall demonstration and the webinar which you saw today, and we would love to take you through the training session as well. While we are at it, we've got about 8-9 questions, which Deepak Sinha says, very nice. Thanks a lot, Deepak. Dan has got a couple of questions. Considering the fact the app is internet based, how will the app be able to reboot the AP remotely if the site reports AP as unable to browse? Okay, fine. So basically, app and the cloud manageability, Dan, only works, and it's a very valid question, Dan. The functionality would only work if there is a connectivity available. So remote manageability will only be possible if there is one basic connectivity. So that is the reason we got our USB dongle game on, because that is one thing which can be managed, which can definitely be managed at all times. So I hope this answers that you will not be able to remotely reboot an access point if it is not connected. The second question is, on the app, when you see cloud access and when you use site access, when do you see cloud access and when do you see, okay, cloud dashboard is shown when you've got more than one site. When you have just got one site, the app is intelligent enough to know that you just have one site and you would want to use that only. So you create multiple sites, it will bring you up to a cloud dashboard by default when you log in. I hope Dan have answered your questions. Okay, so Jamin, I hope I've answered your questions of SSID, user authentication and everything. We can do a deep dive on quantum rudder and quantum secure in our tech session at 3 o'clock every day. Kishore, you had raised a query of how cloud controller works. So cloud controller and access point work in tandem. So there's a heartbeat check of their bytes to ensure that the connectivity is there. If there is any change in the controller, it is pushed into the access point. One very important thing which nobody asked, but I would like to take it up, is what happens when the internet goes down? What happens? So basically what it results in that you are just not able to manage remotely or view remotely the sites. The users will not even come to know the internet is down, or the connectivity to the cloud controllers is lost, because the authentication of secure, the authentication of PSK works even without the cloud controller being off. So even when your cloud controller is off, your access points are intelligent enough to keep all the configurations stored in the access point, and they make sure they deliver it pretty well. Kishore, I hope I've answered your question well. We can take this up even further details when in our tech session. We got Pradeep Joshi. Whether fiber port is available, fiber port is available on our outdoor access point, QNO 230. Rameshwar, there is a question which you have put in. Can we collect data from movable objects? You will have to expand on it a little because this is a very open-ended question. Movable objects as in, are these clients or are these assets which you are trying to cover? Ravi, we cannot work as a bridge right now, but this is going to be we are going to allow mesh as a technology in Q3. Is there, Anuj, I see your question. Is there any subscription fee on the AP on mobile? Nothing of that kind. You buy an access point, Quantum Rudder subscription, Quantum ACE and everything comes packed in. So you basically pay for the access point primarily. I hope Anuj have addressed your query. Ganesh, you've asked a question, is URL filtering or any site blocking is available? Right now, we are not doing that, but this is functionality will be completely delivered with application behavior control in our SD-WAN router. Ganesh, I hope I have answered, but a basic site filtering will come in our next firmware upgrade, but it will not be something which I want to kind of boast upon. So Ramesh, assets in your question says assets in plants who produce some data to collect and update over this. See, Rameshwar, honestly, this got nothing to do with quantum. It's just basic Wi-Fi. They've got sensors which connect on Wi-Fi. Data is transferred. They can use that. They can use that. I would not say that's a USP of quantum. That's the USP of IoT devices and Wi-Fi devices. Kevin, thanks a lot. This is thanks a lot, Kevin, for the lovely words. We would love to invite you for further webinars as well, and we would look forward to your feedback. So there will be a small feedback which you will be getting after this. Please feel free to share all your this things so that we are able to become better at what we are doing, because Cafe Quantum is an initiative which we started as a lockdown engagement program, but the kind of feedback and the response which we are getting is very, very motivating, and we are going to continuously be giving it. If you want us to cover certain things specifically during certain webinars, do feel free to ping us. We would want to do, rather than skipping Thursdays, we can do in between random webinars, which might be a requirement for a lot of people. Ganesh, your question, is there any logs for user logins? Yes, there is. You will get information of logins, but you will have to take it out of our cloud controller every 24 hours using your syslog. We keep data for 24 hours only. Ganesh, like to have technical details, technical live demo, as we are already in hotspot. Oh, fantastic. Ganesh, what you can do is, we are going to put in a, if you have already responded to the technical training, I will send out an invite for the meeting of Zoom. We do a Zoom meeting only for the training sessions. You can very well come in and attend the session. So the guys can show you the exact know-how of how it works. All right. So KUR here says overall it looks value for money and product. So that is exactly what we are here for KUR. We are actually intending to give you the product which the customer deserves at a price which the customer would want to have it. So we are not going, you as a principal, you have now seen us as indoor, outdoor Wi-Fi. By the end of this quarter, when this lockdown opens, probably in May and June timelines, when we bring in our SD-WAN router, there will be a webinar for that in the coming weeks. You are going to see that we will be breaking the whole monotony of the industry with that as well. And one thing which is guaranteed is we are going to remain customer-led people. We are not going to say that this is what we feel the customer needs. No, we are going to take that customer feedback and we are going to bring it back with a better, easily developed and easily delivered functionality for all the clients. I am going to keep this chat and Q&A section open for any other questions if you might have, or you want to share something one-to-one with us. Thanks a lot for your time, gentlemen, and that will be all from our end. Thank you.